Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So, after a ridiculously long delay, Fizz LR Super Janemba has finally been announced for the global side of the game. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over everything that you guys need to know about this release to hopefully help you decide whether or not you want to spend your hard-earned Dragon Stones to try and pull him when the banner comes out in a couple days from now. Now real quick, before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, GamerSupps. They recently just released a brand new waifu shaker called VTuber, and also a few new flavors for their supplements. We got the lychee, which is absolutely delicious, and also the new strawberry. So if you guys want to pick those up for yourself, then head down to the link in my description, and if you see something you like, then you can use my discount code TIGER for 10% off your entire purchase. Once again, that's GamerSupps. Go check them out, and thank you for sponsoring the channel. Now, with all that said, let's jump right into it, and the first thing we gotta do before we talk about the unit details or even the banner is watch the animations for LR Janemba. So here we go. Let me just turn up the volume a little bit and enjoy. Alright, so there you go guys, those are the Fizz LR Super Janemba's animations, and I don't know about you guys, but I think they look absolutely amazing. When it comes to like the visuals, the animations, and the card art, I think this is honestly one of the best units in the game. The details, the actual performance might be a different story, but just visually, this unit is amazing. And I might be a little bit biased because Janemba has always been one of my favorite villains in terms of design. I just think he looks awesome. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these animations. You got the I want to say counter, but it's not a counter, it's like a attack nullification like the tech LR Gogeta has. So yeah, we have the active skill, we have the rage mode, and all that good stuff. It's a shame that the best animations, in my opinion, are locked behind the rage mode, which you're not always going to see, so that kind of sucks. But overall, great animations for the Janemba, no complaints there. So after that, let's pop over to the actual banner, which is going to be a standard legendary summon banner. It's not, you know, double raids, it's not, you know, 2 featured LRs or anything like that. It's just a regular legendary summon banner. And if you guys have watched this channel for long enough, you should know my feelings towards these standard legendary summon banners. I think they're awful. I think they're, for the most part, a waste of stones. But even with that said, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's take a look at the featured units, or the featured SSRs more specifically. So we have the new Janemba. He is the one single new unit on the banner. And then the rest of the featured pool consists of a couple of Pycons, a couple of Super Saiyan Kid Trunkses and Gotens. We have STR Saiyaman, Int Videl, Int Hercule, and then the AGL Final Form Frieza. Now, out of this pool, I would say the best units are probably the Fizz, Trunks, and AGL Goten. This Tech Goten is actually a really good support for Gifted Warriors, I believe. And the rest of the units are not bad either. These Pycons are solid. This Videl just got an Extreme Z Awakening, so she's quite good for a full Peppy Gals team. And then Hercule is actually a very good tank. This guy is a good attack all option. So we have some good units, but as always, you can literally get all these guys on any banner in the game. They are general SSR pool units. They're not Dokkan Festival exclusives. So your chances of getting them at some point eventually, just by summoning, enough, is pretty high, right? So you don't have to specifically go into this banner to try to get them. And even though some of them are very good, like the Goten and Trunks is, they're not good to the point where you should, summon on a banner specifically to try to get them, right? So my rating, my assessment of this banner out of 10 is like a 4.5, 5 out of 10 maybe. I mean, it's pretty poor value for your stones, guys. And one thing that really works against this banner on global is the fact that it was delayed for so long, right? So a lot of people were expecting him to drop after the Tech LR Gogeta, which is what happened on JP, and it would have fit the theme of that celebration. But instead, it was pushed back many months, and at this point, we know about so many other units on the horizon that are just straight up better. We got the Dual Dokkan Fest with the Goku and Kid Buu. We have the Android 17 and 18, which are amazing, and some other units that I'm blanking on right now. But the point is, when compared to some of the upcoming units in the near future for global, he really doesn't seem that impressive. So even if you like the Janemba, from a value perspective, from a usefulness perspective, he doesn't really match up to some of the upcoming Dokkan Fests within the next, I would say, 2 to 3 months on global. So I guess at this point, I basically already gave you my recommendation. Usually I save that for the end of the video. But if you're free to play, guys, if you, don't have a lot of access to, paid stones, then I would just skip this banner, man. I don't think it's worth your stones at all. Like, I think it's one of the easiest skips of the year, honestly. The Dokkan Fests are definitely going to be harder to assess, but this one, I mean, just pretty mediocre featured pool. The main new unit is not like amazing. Like, he's good, but he's not like so overpowered where you have to have him right now. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Now, of course, for the unfeatured pool, we do have all of the non-Dokkan Fest LRs, but that applies to every non-Dokkan Fest banner. And if you wanted to chase unfeatured LRs, you should have summoned on the Double Rates banner instead. So, yeah, man, not a good banner. It's a skip, in my opinion. If you are a whale and you have a lot of stones, then you don't really need this video anyways. But even with that said, let's check out what Janemba does, because as I said, he's not a bad LR by any means. He's not a bad unit by any means. I actually think he's quite good. I actually do want him. It's just there are quite a few other units that are coming soon that I want a lot more. So with that said, his leader skill is Corroded Body and Mind, or Movie Bosses. Ki +4, HP attack and defense plus 150%, 12 key super attack, colossal damage, and lowers defense, 18 key super, mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers defense. Passive is attack and defense plus 120%, guards all attacks within the same turn as the first or second attacker in a turn, and then Ki +2 up to 6, and attack and defense plus 22% up to 66%, with each attack performed as the second or third attacker in a turn. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character. His active skill is a Rage mode, which can be activated when HP is 66% or more, starting from the 6th turn from start of battle once only. His links are Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Metamorphosis, Brutal Beatdown, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. And his categories are Movie Bosses, Transformation Boost, Exploding Rage, Corroded Body and Mind, and Accelerated Battle. So, the reason I say that Janemba is very good is because he is an excellent tank. He is a very, very good first slot unit, which is something that you can't say for, a lot of units out there. He is extremely good as a defender in both the first and second slot, and then he can also do some very good damage after, he's built up over the course of a few turns. And of course, he also has the high chance to nullify Ki Blast super attacks, which can be very clutch in harder events where you can't afford to take a super, right? Like the Legendary Vegeta event, Legendary Goku event, and so on and so forth. So I like him a lot. I think his active skill condition is a little rough. I mean, 66% HP or more is good, but then it's turn 6 that it can be activated. I wish it was 4 turns. I think that would be more reasonable, but I understand they're going for the 666, but I mean, turn 6 is just kind of late for a rage mode that, I mean, aside from looking awesome, is not really like super impressive. It's not like he's getting this crazy boost, like he's gonna do some good damage here. As you can see, the super attack causes destructive damage and has a high chance of critting. Same thing with the 18 key, and then for his passive, he gets an additional key +1 per key sphere obtained. So good rage mode. It's going to be easy to get his 18 or 12 key supers, and the only thing I wish is that, it wasn't as restrictive as turn 6. Turn 4 would have been fine. Even like, turn 3, or, I mean, if they just completely removed this part of the active skill condition, I still think it would have been okay. I don't think he would have been too OP by any means, but it is what it is, I guess. So that is the Fizz LR Janemba. Good defender, good attacker, I guess. It's just not good enough, in my opinion, to recommend people to just like go for him right now, especially on a banner like this. So that's the video, guys. The answer, at least my answer to the question of is Fizz LR Super Janemba worth your stones? No. He's not. He's not right now, at least. He might be worth your coins in the future if you really want Janemba in your collection, but in terms of performance, in terms of value for your stones on this banner, it's just not worth it, guys. It's just not worth it. Save your stones for the Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku Dual Dokkan Fest, or the androids, or I don't know, the 7th anniversary, which obviously is happening on JP very soon, and then for Global in July. So not even that far off. And yeah, that's today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you guys plan to summon on the Janemba banner despite my, recommendation, or my anti-recommendation. What's the opposite of recommendation? I don't know. Either way, I don't think people should be summoning. Personally, I might do a video. I might do like 300 stones, but that's about it. I could live with or without him. I do want him for the animations. I do want him for the card art, because the art is just so nice, man. The effect, I mean, let's be honest, this effect is the best card art effect in the entire game. No question about that. But yeah, that is today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you liked the video, then make sure to like the damn video. Sub to the channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell so that YouTube knows you want to stay up to date with all my latest content. And that's it. I'm out of here. Until next time, have an awesome, awesome day. I'm Tiger with Tiger Uppercut Video. Signing out.